Hey, hello everyone, welcome to YRRHELP. This is my second video on creating RESTful web services in Spring Boot. And in my first video, I have shown you how to create an REST API that handles GET request. And in this video, I'm going to focus mainly on handling POST request. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to create an API called add product. And we're going to map that product to this particular URI. And what we're going to do is that we're going to take the input from client using JSON format, and we're going to take that product and we're going to add to repository, and we're going to send the status code. So that's pretty much our API does. And at last, I'm going to show you how to test our API using Postman client. Now I'm going to go to my Eclipse here, and as usual, I'm going to create a method. If you're not sure about how to handle get mappings, you can refer my first video, which I have provided link in the description, and you can continue with this video. Now I'm going to create a method called add product. Now as a return type, I'm going to respond with the new product information which we have created. All right. Now as an input parameter, as I said, the client will be sending us the product information such as product description, price, etc. So I'm going to capture that information here. Let's say new product. Now as usual, I'm going to call my service layer, and I'm going to use a method called add product. So what this does is that it's just add a unique ID for the new product. Now in my case, it's just hard coded as 1 to 6, just for the demo purpose. Now as you can see, my old products has 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So for the new product, I'm adding product ID as 1 to 6. So that's pretty much. Now I'm gonna call that service layer, and I'm gonna ask for add product. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna map this method to my post mapping. Alright, now the path, as I said, product slash add. Now one thing I want to highlight is that in my last video I have told you you don't need to worry about converting your output data to XML or JSON. Spring Boot automatically does that for us. Now the same thing for input as well. So when the client is sending a request in JSON, Spring Boot automatically converts that JSON input to the respective POJO class for us. But you have to use another annotation called request body. Now so this annotation is used to convert HTTP content to the respective POJO class. Now I'm going to go to my Postman and I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to run my server first. Now as I said, my input will be a product information in JSON format. Now I'm going to run a get request just to get my product JSON format. So this is my typical JSON format. So I'm going to copy this one. Now I'm going to change my request type to post here. Now instead of saying product slash 123, I'm going to say add. So which is what we mapped here. Now as I said, we have to pass an product input. So I'm going to go to body. You just have to click on body and select on raw, and I'm going to change my input to JSON format, JSON. Right, now I'm going to copy paste this stuff. Now if you remember, in my implementation we are automatically adding an unique ID for our product, so we shouldn't worry about sending unique ID in our JSON. So I'm going to remove this one. So I'm going to change my product name to, let's say, POJO. All right. So I'm gonna send a post request now. Well, that's great. So this is our input, so which is POJO product, And so this is my output from my API. So as you can see, it added an 126 unique ID for our product. So that's pretty much it about post request, guys. So I know this is very simple tutorial. I mean, we're not even adding our products to databases and all, so that's pretty much out of our scope now. Now I'm going to show you how to alter this status codes. Now as you can see, now it's 200. Okay. But for APIs like this where we are adding a product, it's always nice to send in response status code as created or some stuff like that. But Spring by default, if there is no exception, it always sends okay 200 status code. Now I'm going to show you how to alter that status code now. Now I'm going to use an annotation called response status. So here you can specify something like created. So now what happens is that if your API runs successfully, instead of sending OK request, it will send created, so which is 201, I guess. So I'm gonna run this one. Alright, I'm gonna send the request again. As you can see now, status is created, so just pretty much neat and clean. So that's pretty much about post implementation, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe us, and in my next video I'm going to show you how to consume a service in Spring Boot. Thanks for viewing. Don't forget to subscribe us.